Hello, hello. Um, Welcome to another stream. Abby's in this stream finally. I got her little camera and she's sleeping right now. And I am yeah, today we're gonna do a nice little pattern. And my goal is to not talk forever. So we're gonna be a little more focused this time. Yeah. I'm gonna grab these surfaces and then I'm gonna take them into Grasshopper and we're gonna do a little pattern in here. So we don't need the mouth anymore. And then this thing we're gonna go like that, and we're gonna copy and paste. Go to new layer, assign. And then I'm gonna get rid of all this. Mm -mm -mm. Mm -mm 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 -mm. It's gonna be quick, I swear. But I've done these like a million times, so I feel like this one's gonna be a lot quicker. So, because the first thing I need is both of these. Well, I just need this surface, but I want it on both ends. And I think I did this last time, but just in case if people aren't watching, don't watch that video, I'll show you guys how I do it. So first, I'm gonna see like basically the limits of the pattern, right? Like how high I'm gonna take it. Probably the highest it would ever go is probably not. Probably like here. But I might want to see it higher anyway, so we'll just go here and then here. No, because I might want to go lower. So here, like that, like that. We're gonna delete that, and then we're gonna detach it here because I don't think I'm gonna go further than in here, like that. And then I'm gonna delete this curve on surface, and then I'm gonna go edit, duplicate mirror like that, and then I'm gonna join them. So you go to object edit, attach, like this, and then make sure it just says connect, and then you go like that, and then you go like that. Okay, now let's take this to Grasshopper. So I'm gonna export it as an IGES. Go into my desktop, and then I'll put it Grasshopper surface. Okay, and now I'm gonna open Rhino. Oh, I think I already got it open. Okay, and then look, I even got a little Rhino mode. Valerie said, "Hi Ray, thank you for your work. You're very welcome." This one should be quick. I'm definitely gonna try and make this super quick. Uh, oh well, I also need the front again. So let me grab this and this so we can see like what it actually is. And then I'll go File, Export, Active As, IGES, and we'll call this front. Oh wait, but I didn't want the middle thing. Let me get that out. Let me get that out first. So I'm gonna hide these, invisible, and then I'm gonna select these and delete them, and like that. This is the other thing, and then I'm just gonna untrim this part. Oh, Lord, there you go. This part, delete, and then we're only gonna keep that part, right? Yeah. Okay. Now let's export that. Okay. We'll replace it. Yeah. Hello. All right. This one's gonna be. I'm trying to go faster. And then you go like that. Okay. And then this, I'm probably just gonna join it just to make it easier for me. Okay. And then I need to import the other surface, right? So let's put the front surface here. Oh wait, not that surface, the grasshopper surface. There you go, just like that, okay. And then I'm gonna put these in their different layers, because right now I just want, okay, yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll get rid of the grid, we don't need it. And then this thing, is this thing? No, is this thing, okay. This one we'll call Grasshopper surface. How come it doesn't let me rename it? All right. What? Oh, it's because there you go. Grasshopper surface. That change object layer. That so now we know it's in this layer. And then all I'm doing is putting it into the file. Okay. So then we got that. We got that. And then this I don't think we need. And then this one I don't think we need. Okay. So now I want to put this into my and I'm actually gonna go the I'm gonna go kind of like I could kind of go a little faster using like Lunchbox and stuff, but I kind of want to do a little bit of like data management to show you guys how I do it because a lot of times I try to not use plugins, especially when I'm teaching. Yeah, so let's get these surfaces in here like that and like that, and then we go set one surface. Okay, and now we got a surface there, right? Then we got to make those into points, right? So we're gonna go into surface. Mm, 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 mm. Oh yeah. So anyways, you go here, divide surface like that, and then you go like that. And then let me hide this like that. Oh, let me make it so that's easier for you guys to see. Oh wait, we'll do this on pink. We'll do baby blue like that. Okay. Then I'm gonna hide this layer. Okay. All right, so for this pattern, I want to make it basically a diagrid pattern, like one and the other one, and there's a lot of ways to do that. But and one of the easiest ways is obviously to go to like Lunchbox and then just use the like these different like they just do it for you. But I kind of wanna do it on my own. So I'll show you how I kind of do that. The first thing we want to do. Let me turn on the front so we can kind of see. Oh yeah, no, before that, I always want to basically control where it is placed, right? So I need to be able to basically sorry. I need to be able to basically pull this back and pull this like to the side. So I want to do that first, right? So to do that, I need to I need to do an ISO trim, right? So go here under utilities, there's ISO trim, and you go here. And then the ISO trim is asking for a surface and a domain. And what you have to do is we have to first see what type. We could just go quickly reparameterize to get the domain back to from 0 to 1. But I kind of want to show you guys what that actually means because a lot of times it doesn't have the domain is a little bit arbitrary. It's sort of like it's just going from 0 to 1 or like 0 to like whatever number to kind of like signify that the surface, right? So if I deconstruct the domain squared here, right, like this, I go like that, and then we go like that. We add this so we could like see inside. Here it's telling me that the U is from 0 to 1, and the V is from 0 to 2. Because you know how we like merged them on the other one, so that kind of gave us 2. But I don't want that. I want it so that instead of going from 0 to 2 here, I want it to go from 0 to 1. So the easiest way to do that is by clicking here and you press reparameterize and see how it went back from. Oh, let me put the this thing. Where is it? So you guys can see my pen. Here it is. All right. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. So now we know that 0 to 1 and 0 to 1. So basically, if I need to construct a domain like this, right? And it needs to be 2. So how we're gonna do that is we're gonna go we're gonna go to math, and then we're gonna go construct domain, and then you can kind of do it both ways, like doing it all one by one, or you could also do it uh, basically like this, right? Which is kind of like the same thing, except that here it's like individually, and then here you kind of have to make another domain. But to keep it more simple for you guys, I'm just gonna go like from here, so 0 and then 1 like that, so you guys can see what's going on, and then 0 and 1. All right, and I'll put this here, and I'll put that here, like that. So now, let me hide the other one, and let me hide this grid that we did really quick. So now we can use these to kind of like move the grill around, and we can't really there's sort of a limit, right? Because if I go past like 0.5 or past whatever the top is, it's gonna like flip itself, right? And maybe cause problems later. So that's something to kind of like consider. But right now for the top, since we're gonna be moving it up and down a lot, let's say maybe down here. And then for the sides, I kind of want both of them to go at the same time, right? How I do that is I go into I just use math, right? Because it's 0 to 1, and then this is 0.16. So all I gotta do is subtract 1. I'm gonna go here and set data item to 1. That's like the same as like connecting a node, and then minus basically this, right? And then that I connect here. So now when I do this, it's an equal this one doesn't count anymore. It's an equal like distribution, right? And then give me 1 second. And then okay. So now I can kind of control that. And now if I put this here, and now I put this on, now I have these to help me like move these around and do whatever I want with them, right? But the distribution I'm not a fan of, so let's change that. And then usually what I do is I instead of doing it individually, it's more like I find a ratio, and then I multiply that ratio, and that way it's kind of like it's a little easier. So I'm gonna, let's say like something from 10, right? Something like that. Let me just first I'm trying to find like a squared up, so I think it'll be like half, and then basically kind of like that. So it'd be kind of like 1 to 2 would be like the ratio, like that. And then I'll do multiplications like that. And then I'll put this here like this, and then I'll do this here like this. And then I'll add another one like this, and then connect these over here like this. So then we have that. And then now I could kind of like now I always have that ratio that I wanted, right? And if I want to like change it, I could always add more, right? But for right now, we'll just keep it at 1 and 2. Okay. So then, as we now I have these like grid here. I might go in the front. Mm, yeah, I will do that. Let me turn that on so I know I'd be asleep. All right. So now so now what I do is I kind of like I like to clean this up a little bit. So this we don't need anymore. This we don't need anymore, and then this we don't need. And then so this is the top, right? Yep. And then this is the bottom. Okay, so let's scribble. We'll do top, then bottom like that, and then sides like that, All right, and then I'm gonna hide my wires because it's easier for me to understand what I'm doing that way. Mm-mm. Then, oh yeah, and then these, we're gonna put them here. And then these are, that's the ratio, right? Here. And then that's the density. That's kind of how, like that's usually how I do it. Like in any of the projects I've been into. Because because a lot of times it's very like proportional based. So, it's kind of, it's kind of how I do it. All right, so this is the ratio, and then this is the density, like that, like that, like that, like that, like that. Right? Okay. Now that we have that, we're gonna group that up like that. Right? I'll put that here, and usually it's always on the second one, like on the second line. This I'm gonna group up real quick, like that, and then we could probably, I will keep it like that because these are more like that, and then this one, and this one, this. Okay. So let me save. We're gonna call this a simple pattern. I don't know how simple it will be, but see. All right. So the next thing I want to do is I want to make this into a diagram. So so basically how I do that is you have to eliminate every other point on every other branch. So it's sort of a little tricky, and there's multiple ways of doing it, but I'll show you guys how, like, I guess whatever just popped in my head right now, right? So the first thing I need to do is separate the branches. So I'm gonna go, and then I found another way to do it, because a lot of times I tell people that you could kind of do this, and then that gives you like the branches, right? Another tool you can use is if you go into trees, it's kind of the same thing, but if you go into trees, and then you go into tree statistics, this thing kind of gives you the same like answer. So now I want every other one. Well, I want to dispatch them. Like I want one to go to one side and one to go to the other side. So that's called a dispatch. So I'm gonna go here and then here dispatch, right? And then so now I want so I'm gonna go here like this, and then the pattern, if we look at it here, is just true or false. So it's already set up like that, right? So all the other ones are going here and all the other ones are going there, right? So now we're gonna go into the tree branch picker here, tree, and then tree branch picker like that, and then we're gonna go like that, and then we're gonna go like that. Oh no, we're gonna go like this, and then the same thing for the B, right? Okay. So now we did the first part of like separating from one to the other. This is just normal like data management stuff. So but I kind of felt like maybe if you guys haven't like ever been exposed to it, it'll be good to kind of like see it instead of like kind of just going to Lunchbox and then using that thing, right? So now we have this and this, and now all I gotta do is kind of sort of eliminate every other one, right? So let's go here to here, and then we go cold pattern, right? It's gonna be another pattern, and then here I'm gonna see what it has. It has this like random ass like true, false, false, true, true one, but I'm just gonna delete one false. Well, actually, yeah, and then that's gonna be one, and then the other one is gonna be the inverse of that. So I'm just gonna go. Oh, I'm just gonna go here. Oh, and then I'm gonna copy that, and then delete. Oh no. And then like that, and then like that, and like that. So basically, I just kind of did the opposite side, right? And then this one's I'm gonna go here, and then this I'm gonna go here. So now, we just did a, let me hide that. So now we just did a quick like diagram. And then if I and then now I gotta like merge them back together so that they're all like one group, right? So I'm gonna go to I'm just gonna go double click and go merge like that and like that. And then now that I see it like this, I probably want more, right? So let's like up the density, right? Something like that. Okay. So now we got these points, and then now we gotta choose like what our like attractors is gonna be, right? I'll probably just gonna go down like one line down the middle. So I'm kind of thinking real quick how to easily get that. Oh, I know. That seems a little bit convoluted though, because basically I could get the you could get an ISO curve based off this. But I think instead of that, I'll just okay, we'll do that. So curve. And then I'm trying to remember where it is. Oh, there you go, ISO curve. And then I'm gonna get, because I want the middle, so I'm gonna get this here, right? And then for the UV, this one doesn't give me an option to do the 4, so I have to build it myself. So I'm gonna go here to math, and I'm gonna construct a domain, and then I'm gonna construct another domain. And I think the one is already, oh, and then I'm gonna construct uh, then no, I gotta construct a domain squared. There you go. I guess I can do it like that. But since I already did it the other way, I'm going to do the other one too. Like that. There you go. Because it's kind of like the same thing we did there. Oh no, sorry. That's not it. It's this one. There you go. Okay. So we could kind of, it's like, this is like sort of the same thing as the other tool, like this tool, but it's separated, right? So instead of like making the 0 and the 1, but I'm going to do that, I'm going to put that here. And then I got to put numbers there. Let me, like this. And then like this. Wait, why is that working? From domain to uh these are points, these are UVs. And data conversion failed from domain square to point. This not, oh, this one's a UV point, my bad. Yeah, I forgot about that. So it's asking me for the actual UV of that, and actually a quick way to do that is by doing constructing a point. It's actually easier than I thought. I mean, it would have been easier this way. So we go like that, and then this one's gonna be 0.5, like that, and then we're gonna put this here. Sorry. And then now, if I look here, because I wanted that curve, I could technically, if I wanted, I could kind of like move that curve around if I wanted to, or I can move this curve around. I guess now that we have that set up, well, this one's always going to be 0.5, so because it's always going to be the middle. And then, this one, if I want to like move around the attractor, I could just do that. And then basically that's how a lot of times if you saw that one if you saw well that little drill I did a while ago in the well, I showed it off in the last stream. I could kind of like move the tractor all the way around, and basically that's kind of like how I do it, you know, it kind of. But I kind of wanted to be based not off that surface, off the trimmed surface, which is this surface. And then, but this surface is gonna have a different domain, so I gotta go like this and go surface, put that here like this, and then reparameterize it again, and then wire display hidden, and then put that here. And then that way, it's always based off that surface, right? And then for right now, we'll just leave it down the middle. All right, so this curve is gonna be this curve will probably be our attractor curve, right? And then this stuff we're gonna group, and then we're gonna call this a diagrid. This one I use all the time. This like this sort of like diagrid maker. All of these I use a lot. Okay, so now we have this. and then we also have the points, right? These points. And I don't need to see I don't need to see this. This I don't need to see. Okay. And then this, with this curve, I only want one of them. Or if I want to change the tractor, what I'm thinking is, because what we need first is the measurements, right? We need the measurements of this, or the distance between this curve and these points. So we're gonna use curve, and then no, it's an analysis curve closest point. Where is it? Here it is. But I kind of want to switch, like if I wanted to switch from vertical to horizontal, I kind of want to have that option. And then I want this to be like, so I could kind of move this around however I want. This one doesn't really matter much. So this I'm just gonna leave at. I'm gonna actually, I'm gonna go 0.5 and then I'm gonna go internalize because I don't think that's ever gonna move from the middle. Okay. And then so this, I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna put, this is like the horizontal placement, right? Because that's a horizontal line, yeah. So horizontal placement, like that, like that. And then I want to make it so that, let me save so we don't lose anything. I'll save this too. Go, yeah, or go pattern. All right, so now I kind of, so this thing is giving me two curves, right? And I want to see how, I want to basically choose between one or the other, and I want to kind of do it fairly easily. Like, you know, if I don't want to like kind of go through my system and kind of like do that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use try to remember the name of it, but it's in, it's called the gate, filter gate, or a stream filter. Yeah, okay. So this thing, it if you see from this like little icon, it's like it's basically telling you you could put a bunch of data here, and then you could select what data you want it to get pushed through, right? So if I kind of connect this here and this here, it wants a 0 and 1. So I want to add an input that does that, right? And I want it to be an input that's kind of like that's easy to kind of understand, right? So I'm gonna use excuse me, the value list. And the value list, this way I could first I need to see which is which. I think the U is the horizontal one. Let me check. Mm, no, that's like the vertical one, and then this is like a horizontal. Okay, so okay, so one would be, okay. So then you go here, and then you go edit. We only need two, so we'll delete this, and then B is two is vertical, right? Oh no, zero. I think it was like this, right? Zero, and that would be, what was zero? That was vertical. No, yeah, vertical. And then one is horizontal, I think. Horizontal, like this. I think that's how you spell it. And then we put this here, right? And then we're gonna put this here. And let me check if I actually got it right. So if I get that, that's vertical, and I click here, there, that's horizontal. So see, now I kind of made this like quick way of choosing where I want to put the tractor, right? So instead of just kind of having it in one, you have it, you know, you have that option pretty easily, and then that way it's even easier to move it around, right? And this is the, oh, and if I want to move the horizontal thing, it's right here, right? And then this would be, well, I'll kind of go here to like the, and this I'll call a tractor switch, like that. Toki says, nice, Ray, hello. Hope you're doing good. Alex put some flames there, thank you. Yeah, this is fun. And this is kind of an easy one. So let's see. So now we're gonna hide that, and then we're gonna group it. Oh, no, not. We're gonna group it like that. And then this we'll call it a tractor switch. Wait, tractor switch. There you go. All right, we're definitely gonna keep this simple. Okay. Now I need to actually get the distance between these points and these point and this thing, right? So now I could use I could use that tool. So we go to curve analysis. Let me give me 1 second. I'm just getting some water. All right. Let's see. Where were we? We are doing this. Okay. And then this is the curve. We need to go to here. Get get the um get the closest point here. Curve closest point. Then we put the curve here, and then we put the points here, right? And then we got the distances, right? And let me hide that. Excuse me. So the fastest way to kind of get the domain of these distances, right? Because if you guys don't know what a domain is, you could think of it as you know, like a domain, like a house, like this, like this is the limits of the data that's in here. It's like kind of I always thought of it as like a house, like the smallest one fits and the largest one fits, and that's it, you know. So when it's since if I were to put like, so basically an easy way to sort of find the limits of each like group of numbers, that's called the bounds, like the boundaries, right? So if I do that and I put this here like this, it's gonna tell me the bounds, but it's gonna tell me the bounds of every different branch, right? Because like they're all right now set up in branches, which is how I want it to be, just in case I want to do something later. But but I want to know how much they're all, like, you know, what's the whole distance, right? So what you do here is you just flatten it, and so now, wait, not here. You flatten it here. So now I know that the closest one is 17 millimeters and the farthest one is 134 meters. But that's like the domain, right? And then I'm gonna use that to create basically boxes, and then that's gonna be like the basis of our um of our pattern, right? So to start with the boxes, I'm gonna use the we're gonna I need to put a plane on these points, right? And then since we're looking at the front, it needs to be a ZY plane, so or YZ plane, right? So YZ plane, and then grab these points here like this. We're gonna go like that. So now these point now there's a plane on all of these, right? And then let me hide the wire here. And then I'll hide this because I just needed the plane. And then I could do basically a rectangle based on that plane, right? So we're gonna go to a curve. We're gonna go to primitive. Excuse me. And then we're gonna go rectangle like that. So if I connect because now we have these planes. If I connect this here, now we have. Let me go into the front view. Or right view, I guess. Like this. Let me hide the grid like that. So now we have these little boxes here, right? They're way too tiny right now. And then so we're like one, we gotta make them way bigger. So let's make them like, I don't know, 100. Let's see. Okay, that's too big. And then can I put a domain? Oh, there we go. Nice. Okay. So if you see how it's kind of like going from one edge to the other, it's because it's not based off the center. It's based off a domain, right? We talked a little bit about that. So so basically, instead of doing that, I am gonna do that, but I need to construct a domain. So let me just show you guys. So we go math, domain, construct domain, right? And then here I'm going to put 29 or like, you know, whatever arbitrary number we're doing. And then on the opposite end, I'm going to do negative. So I'm going to go like that. And then I'm going to connect this here. And then I'm going to connect this here. So now it's based off the center of that point, right? So if I kind of like do that, see? And then let me we're gonna do that again, but for this, for the y, right? See? So now I kind of know what the limits are in terms of like the sizes, right? And a lot of times I actually base it off everything else too, so that when I make the when I make the uh when I make the grill smaller, it kind of proportionally moves with it. But with this one, I think we're just gonna go like if because there's also the other side of that too is also sometimes it needs to be a certain thickness, you know, like for like sort lights or you know something that's gonna go inside them or stuff like that. So we'll keep it like that. And then also I kind of now that I see it like that, I feel like maybe less would be better, but bigger, and then with bigger like something like that. Yeah, I feel like that would look cool. Hmm? Yeah. So then we're gonna now that we have this so we have these like the distances, right? And so we have to kind of figure out how to make it so that influences this. And how we do that is we gotta remap the numbers like this. And then and so remapping, if you guys never have like done this sort of thing before, it's basically it sort of like takes the thing of like okay, this is the because remember we did those bounding domains with the different measurements. It's sort of like you're telling the computer, okay, you see like these like group of numbers, like remap these numbers to this other group of numbers, you know. So like if you want to think of it in a very simple terms, like let's say you had a group of number of 0 to 100, right? And then you tell the computer, hey, I want these numbers to be remapped, but to 1,000, right? So and so now all those groups will go proportionally up. And so, and if one side you had a 500, on the other one you would have 50. You know, uh, y'all want to see Abby a little bit? She looks adorable. She's a little fatty. Yeah, I just took her out, uh, like that. Anyways, so and that's basically what a remapper does, right? So here's the starting domain. I'm gonna go like that, and then for the values, I'm gonna put those here, and then now I know that my targets are basically here. Well, not here. It's gonna be it's now that I have this as like a guide, I'm gonna put this I know one is gonna be up to four. I honestly I could probably use this then. Yeah. So basically, I'm gonna use this because I already know it's 42. And then since the max looks like it's gonna be 50, I'll just make it so the max is 50, like that. Okay. And then I'm gonna get because I already have the domain here. I'm gonna put this here, and then I'm gonna oh, and then now I know that 43 is gonna be the longest we're gonna go, but the shortest will be like 21 or something. All right. And then we'll see right now. And then so now I have this domain, and then if I connect it to here, I also need another one for the other side, right? So then I'm gonna do that and go here, and then but that one's gonna be 18, and I don't think it's gonna get much bigger than that. So we're gonna go max like 25. That. So I need this here, and then I'm gonna put this because this is gonna be my max. So my max is gonna be down here, and then the smaller one is probably gonna be like 10 or whatever. And then once we connect all these, it'll make more sense what's going on. And then oh, I was supposed to copy and paste this one, right? And then this one goes here, like that. So now we have this, and if I put these results, um, oh yeah, okay, that was this is getting really complex because now I have to do another one on top of it. because this is just a domain. So I still have to basically do this aspect of it, right? Because it's both sides. So what I'm gonna do is move this over here. Oh, this is not too confusing. And then I'm gonna freeze this just in case. And then I'm gonna put the value. This is a 43 value. I'm gonna put this here, and I'm gonna put this here like that. And then this one the same. We're gonna do this here, and then we're gonna do this here like that. And if I did, let me just double check. Mm, oh, yeah, those are a bunch of domains. And then is the structure the same? Yeah, it should work. Okay, so if I do like that, there we go. We're doing a little pattern. Uh, so now that we're here, I don't want it to be, I wanted to go the opposite way. So we need, well, this one will be the big one, and this will be a small one, and then this will be the big one, and this will be a small one like that. So now this one, maybe like that. And then, let me see, something like that, and be something like that. I don't want more though. Mm, like maybe more. Oh no, and also more space too. So we could, this is the good thing about parametric design is that we could start like sort of, if we didn't like something, we could already move this around a bit. I feel like maybe, and this is also why I kind of like to do things proportionally. Okay. So then right now I won't be too oh, and so we could kind of see that, right? And mm, and hold on. And we could also always switch it to the other one, right? I think I'll change this to vertical for right now. Yeah, that seems a little more normal. And then this even longer, right? So like this, and then like this, and then we go here and move it a little more. Oh, like that. Okay. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Like that. See? Now we're doing something fun. So that maybe I don't know if it got too confusing for you guys. Let me once I organize it, it might get a little bit clearer. So these are just the regular planes that we did, and then this is where it got a little tricky, right? Because we did like double domain, double like remapper, and then we the only thing I'm thinking now is that I want to actually kind of show you guys like no, but then I'll start another. I was thinking about basically to get the measurements instead of doing 35 or to get these. I'll show you actually. Let me first organize it. So let me see. There's the distance. There's that. We don't need this twice. This we could. Mm, this we could kind of just okay. And then these, obviously we're gonna put them over there, right? Put these here. Or actually, before I do that, I'll show you guys the. So basically, another way of doing this is by division of the length of the overall of these things, right? So because if you notice how I when I like moved it around, did you notice how I had to keep like sort of removing it so that they're not like intersecting with each other, and then another way of doing like the to make sure that that doesn't happen, what you have to do is you have to make sure that it's proportional to what you're doing. So right now that number, like the 35 and all that, is a bit arbitrary compared to the overall form. I don't know if that makes sense, but basically, I need to find this number in a way that we're doing with the rest of the stuff, right? And a very easy way of doing that is because we're basically doing division, and how we're separating these numbers, and and what we're gonna do is grab the length. Like I need to get this one, right? Yeah. And then I'm gonna get the edges of that. Or actually, we already have the length. It's right here. Nice. So if you remember, we already had the horizontal, right? And then so which is I think it was this one. So let's get that one. We'll get the curve, and I think it was this one. Yeah. Okay. So then instead of I'm gonna find the length of this curve. Where's the length curve? Oh, here, like this, like that, and then that's gonna give me a number, right? 870, and then I'm gonna divide it. I'm gonna divide it by the density of so basically this number, right? I think yeah. So then I'm gonna divide this length like this. No, this length. We're gonna divide it by the density, this number. Mhm. And then that's gonna give me this result, right? And then I'm gonna use that as a multiplication of basically that would be like my starting but it's every other one though. So I need to kind of do a little more than that. But I could kind of use this as like a proportional measurement. But I want to yeah, so let me just kind of let's just do that. So we go like that. And then now I can basically I can multiply that and and then go and then use that. But where's this? This is gonna go into this, and that's 35. That's gonna be a little too much though. I think it's because it's every other one. Because if this is the division and we divide that by 8, so well the another oh okay. Uh, I'm gonna double. I'm gonna double this one. So we're gonna multiply by 2, and we're gonna double this one like this, and then I'm gonna divide like that, and then that's gonna get me. There you go. Let me do that like that. Okay. And this we don't need anymore. I mean we do, but we're gonna hide it. So it's like this. This we don't hide, so you can see what's going on. I really hate, and you know what other things happen too? I realized that these the chats doesn't really come in until like way later. Like I'll get all these five like chats like way later. How long was I out? Was I out for too long? I hope not. Let me see this open. Hello. See, like right now it says it doesn't really, the chat is disabled now. But anyway, so I think now the now the let me see. Hello. All right. All right. There you go. Yeah. So how long was I? Was it a while? But basically, I think if you guys I think the so yeah, so basically I kind of try to show you guys that doing this way, it's so that it makes it like proportional, you know, and then that way I can kind of like change the distribution around, and change the ratios around, and then we'll be all right, you know. So I feel like that's a little too much, like that, and then we go like that, right? Oh yeah, and then this is no, like that. Hold on, like this. There you go. I think there's a better way. There you go. Yeah, I just realized that if I don't want, oh, that's kind of fine. Oh, I know why. There you go. Then no, I don't want that. Like that. Oh, I always want one. But I thought this is supposed to. Oh, this is a diet grid, huh? Hold on. Oh, there. No wonder. I was like, why is it not this not a diet grid? This is supposed to go here and here. There we go. Jeez. I was wondering why it would look so weird. All right, so yeah. All right, let's keep going. And then this is the one here, right? Yeah. And then this like no, this stuff. Like this. There you go. Yeah, no, I don't want that to be related to the other thing. I want that to be independent. So I'm gonna put this over here and delete this. And then I'm gonna do the same thing I did with this, but with the other one. So I just have to go like that. Control, uh, yeah. And then I'm gonna control copy, paste. And then I'm gonna do, instead of this one, I'm gonna do this one here like that. And then put these here like that and like that. And that way, yeah, there you go. And then that way we can yeah, it's more independent. And then I don't think I'm gonna divide it. I don't think I need to divide them now actually. Oh no, we do. Yeah, we definitely do. Okay. So then what? I kinda like that. Like that. There you go. And two more. Or less. Then like that. And then like that. Then why is this double? Isn't that this one then? Oh, okay. No, I messed up somewhere. Oh, this is this one, and this is this one. Like that. There you go. There you go. That's fine. And then this one. No, this one can't be a double. It needs to be because I can't hit The division needs to be, oh, okay. This is where I fucked up. Yeah, I forgot to put the division of the U, not the V. So there you go. So this one needs to be this one, right? Yeah, this one needs to be this one. There you go. I was confused. There, now it's really now we really do what we want. And then this is, which is this one? There you go. If I want to go back like that, there. Okay. All right. Okay. Good. Now, so sorry about that. I know that it might have been a little confusing. Let me organize this so we can see what's going on. These we don't need anymore. No, these I'm kind of like doing the same thing twice here. So we're gonna do that, and delete this, and delete this, delete this, delete this, and then like that, and then this is the horizontal ones, and those are gonna go up there. So we're gonna group them, uh, hidden, hidden, and then we're gonna put those over here like that, and then same thing here like that, and like that, like that. Here we go. And then we're gonna group this, group this, that, and then this is the old one, and then this goes with this here. These are their own thing, kind of. Look like that, and then we could do this and this and this, so you kind of make it easier on ourselves, and like this. Yeah, someone also was telling me that that there's sometimes people are saying stuff in the chat and I don't really see it. I don't know what's going on. I guess that's just that iron out the bugs. Mm. But we got Abby Cam, so that's tight. Hmm. Check. There we go. So then I'm gonna add this here too. Add to group. Add to group. Add to group. All right. So this and this and then this goes here. Add to group like that, and then good. Okay. So now, okay, now we got these right, and then now I kind of there's a bunch of but there's a bunch of things we could do with that. But the thing is with these, I kind of want to add I want to add a curvature to this, right? I want to kind of make them rounder, and I want them rounder to the edges. So how we're gonna do that is by first, mm, mm, excuse me. This is all attractor stuff. Let me just kind of make sure everything's good. This is a remapper. Okay. So now I want to add some volume to this stuff, right? Because I don't want it to be a perfect square. I want it to be a square, and also not a perfect arc either, because I want it to basically get these two CV points and then push them up on its relative like axis. So what I'm gonna do is first I'm gonna check. I have to check this. the basically structure of this, right? So everything's kind of good still. Okay, it's just a bunch of triangle. Okay. Now I have to basically explode these into their corresponding pieces, right? So what I'm gonna do is get the explode tool, explode like that, and then I'm gonna put this here. So then that's gonna make it into 4 different pieces, right? And then this thing, and we see now we have 4 different like things we could do. And then I'm just thinking how to make it proportional because we have this I know it because we have this measurement and this measurement, right? So so what we'll do is first I want to separate it from the top and the bottom because I want one because one we're gonna move from left to right and then the other we're gonna move from top to bottom. So we're gonna use the list item like this, and then here we're gonna put 0 and 2 like that, and then here under set multiple we're gonna put 1 and 3, right? So now I got that and now I got that, right? That and that. Now I need to make 2 points that are basically here and here. So how I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna first I wanna deconstruct I could probably just reparameterize it to make sure that everything's good. But just to kind of like see it, I'm gonna go here, 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 and then I'm gonna see what's going on. And yeah. So you see the domain of these curves, they're a lot more like they're probably more based on the distance that was applied to the curve than like 0 to 1. Is Grasshopper the only way to create procedural things in CAD modeling? No, there's a bunch of different softwares. Dynamo is one of them. And I guess to a certain extent, Katia and stuff like that can do it. But Rhino is probably the most common. Grasshopper is definitely the most common one. But honestly, everything I'm doing, this is all data management. So in the end, like that's sort of like what you have to do kind of thing, you know, because especially when you really want to get into the like really like place the dots where you want to and all that. So so now we have a you know this kind of shows me that it's the domain is a little weird, right? So I can kind of go here and go reparameterize, and again now that goes from 0 to 1. So now I can use that to get 2 points here and here by going to curve, and then we go I think we could use evaluate curve, and I think we could use another one too, like point on curve. I think which one was it? Yeah, point on curve too. But that one's a little more simple. So point on curve, you go like that. You could like make a curve on it, you know, and it gives you a point on it. But I want so basically I want the like 0.2 one and then like the 0.75 one. So I'm gonna do that here by going like that, and then set multiple numbers, and then I'm gonna go 0.25 and then 0.75. Or no, I might want to change that though. Mm, mm, just thinking here. Yeah. So instead of that, I'm gonna use math again. So that and then I'm gonna like this, right? That's one. And then I'm gonna use multiplication subtraction like this, like this, like this, like this, like that. And then I guess I could kind of like merge them like that, huh? Yeah. No, not really, because it's gonna go one and one. Mm, no, I'd rather do it separately. So we're gonna go like that, and then we're gonna go like that and like that and like that. So now we have these 2 points, right? These 2 points. And then I want to merge these together. Oh, and I want to make sure that I want to make sure that the okay, yeah. that the path aren't getting too complex, because a lot of times you have to kind of watch out for that. And there's definitely these four levels are kind of important right now because I'm kind of, even though I'm doing like a an action in the, like that's kind of like individually based in the grand scheme of things, there's a whole like structure behind it, right? So and then I'm gonna put these here and this here. So now we have these, and then now I can move them around if I want. And then now I have to actually give them some like move them, right? So I'm gonna do that, and actually I guess how I'm gonna do that is I just using the move tool, but I'm just kind of thinking in the back of my head how we can easily make it so that it pushes out from the middle. So we got this point and this point, and then I also want to keep it the same structure. So the way I'm actually going to do it is by creating a vector based on the area. So so and I feel like that's too no, actually no, this is pretty easy because this is already a z basically. Yeah, so let me do this, and then this should be 2, right? Or 3? Oh no, 4. Okay, no, because I already merged them. Okay. And then this one is that one, and then this one is this one. So I'm kind of just thinking out loud here. Give me 1 second. I'm actually gonna separate them again because I don't want them to be uh instead of doing it 0 2 like that, I'm actually gonna do it more like that, and then like that because of the different direction. So this is gonna be 2 like that, and like that, and then actually now after that I can merge them, I think. Let me see. No, not this. So now we got that, and then we got this. This goes here like this, and then I feel like if I do this, it still works. Yeah, I'll be fine with that. Okay, and then we do this like this. All right, so now I have now instead of the points being distributed like that, they're grouped up on their individual like a curve. So and then now I can move these around like that, and it's not gonna go anywhere past 0.5. So I'm gonna go here and change the limit to 0.5 like that. Okay. And then these two are the bottom ones, and these are the top ones. So I'm gonna kind of switch them like that, and then like that, and then this I don't need. And then I'm just gonna do off the z-axis, off the z-axis. Let me do like that, and this I'm gonna make it so that mm, what I'm gonna do to make to make it look cleaner is go like that and like that, and then like that. Oh no, and I'm gonna disconnect this real quick, and I'm gonna connect this real quick like that. Yeah, and I want to make sure that they're correct. It's because right now the placement of these are kind of important, so I got to make sure that I get the to make it kind of like more like um making sure exactly what I'm doing. I'm gonna put this here like this, and then this like this, so that way I know that's gonna be the small one, and then the second one. We're gonna put it like that. And I guess with this we could also do it up here too, like that and like that. Okay. And then we're gonna hide that, and then we're gonna move this off the z-axis. So we're gonna do z these points, and then we're gonna move them here and transform like this, and then like that and like this. But in terms of how much we're gonna move them, I want it to be based off the distance of the curve, because it's that way regardless what we do, it's gonna that's what's gonna matter. So we're gonna go here and we're gonna go length to this one, right? Like this. and then we're gonna hide that, and then we're gonna use multiplications like this, and then we're gonna make it a small percentage of that. So it's gonna be like something like this, and then oh, and then like that. And then this is never gonna be this much, so it's probably gonna be like from 0 to 0.5 is probably gonna be the max we're gonna go. Mm. 0.05. Uh, Theo says, don't know if it's possible for you, but I started Alias 2 months ago and auto shows on Y fillets are so complicated to follow. If you have a tutorial to send me, it would be great, or just create one. Yeah, I think I don't know. I feel like a lot of the BMW ones basically have Y fillets. All right, wait, let me so then we do this, and then um, and then we're gonna I need to do the same thing, but for the other ones. But but oh, it's this things these like this, like this, like this, and then since that's the same and that's the same, it's actually gonna the only thing I gotta do is inverse it. All right, I think it's reverse. Yeah, I'll just reverse this and put that here. Oh wait, no, but it needs to be these like that. There you go. So now we got this and this, and now I need to connect the ends, right? So we're gonna hide these, and then we're gonna get the give me 1 second because this is the bulge. So we're gonna go like that, hidden, and then we're gonna go because here this one will be, and I try to always do this sooner than later because then I'll forget. No, not scribble. This is gonna be the bulge, and then this is gonna be the lead-in, right? Because if I go like this, yeah, and then all I gotta do is basically get these points and these points, and then get them all together, right? So let me organize this a little bit, like this. That, and then this one will sort of make it its own thing, like that. Okay. Okay, now we have this and we have this, and then I need these. I need the endpoints of this, so I'm just gonna go endpoint like that and like that. So now I have those, and then I'm gonna get the one on the back on the bottom too, like this, like that, and then now I just got merge all these and make them into a curve, right? So I'm gonna go like that and make sure that the structure is still the same. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. And then then I'm gonna use my merge again to get the start, right? And then I'm gonna add these two, and then I'm gonna put the end, I think. And oh no, I was supposed to put this end like this. So now we have these points here, and then just to make sure that I connected them correctly, I'm just gonna go here and do this real quick, just to see. Yeah. So now I have these, and then I can make this into a curve, right? Because that's kind of like 4 control points. So we go a primitive, no, spline, nerve curve, and then we put this here, and then now I have the I basically made that this top with crown in it using you know, one curve, and then now I have all control over, you know, how much bulge I want or how much lead in I want, you know. And then that's gonna make everything a lot like This is very subtle, but I think it really makes everything look a little better. And then now all I gotta do is do this thing for the bottom, right? So we need the start, then we need the middle, and then we need the end, and then we go like that and like that, right? And then uh I can hide that, and I can hide that, right? And then we can basically group all these together. Oh, I think I'm actually gonna just put these in these group like that. Add to group and add to group like that. And then we're gonna organize it a little bit. And like this. Like that. Now to do the other side is we're just, since we already kind of I'm gonna try to use this one. I'm trying to figure out how. That way we don't have to do that twice because the only thing I really gotta change is the vector. So let's see, that's because that's that, right? And then no, that's the remapper. And then this is this. And then oh yeah, so I think all I really have to do is grab this. I'll put this in the middle. Oh no, I'm gonna copy these two. So what I'm gonna do is grab these like that, control copy, paste like this. And then I think if I just kind of do this and change this to 1, no, this is right, yeah. And then this one we change it to, no, we're gonna change this one to 1, and this one we're gonna change to 3, like that. And then really the only thing I think we need to change is this, because we're moving off the z-axis, but we're supposed to move it off the y-axis. So we're gonna do this, I think. Let's see. Uh, and then I gotta reverse it like this. Okay, but I got the wrong one. So this needs to go here, and this needs to go here. And then I think that's it. Oh, add it to group. And then for this one, you're probably, see? And now, if I kind of hide all that, and then hide my points, see now I have a little squircle, or like a rounded but this one I feel like we could do more with the bulging though. I might want more. So let's move that to value max with 0.1 like that. Right? Mm-hmm. And then mm-mm, mm, this I'm gonna hide like that. Okay. And then this I'll group. I'm gonna say I'll group it into here. Add to group, and then we'll put these here like this, like that, and then we'll do this and like that. Mm-hmm. And let's see. Now the only thing left is just to kind of add a circle here, right? Or like a lead in. And then there's a couple ways to do that. But how I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna use because I kind of want them to be equal distance, right? So the first thing I'm gonna do is find the point in that, right? So and I think at this point, no, we'll still keep it at that structure. So let me do that. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And then let me now that I see it like that, I kind of want it smaller. That. And this, I don't like it. I only like it even because I always want one to go down the middle. So I'm gonna go here and go to slider type even numbers. Oh, thank you. I did that. I actually did a whole pattern on that with Grasshopper, but then it was way too complicated. Prohar says that my cool little geometry thing looks cool. Um, let's see, Abby. She's mega asleep. She's super tired. I took her to the park. Anyways, so now what are we doing? Oh, we're doing the. This is an interesting one because we have to I'm not gonna do it since we already did so many different like versions of like a tractor. I'm actually just gonna do it so that they're all basically the same proportionally. But I do want to show you guys how I make it so that we make it so that because a lot of times I want to almost reach down and hit almost like a perfect pill like that. So the way I do that is by basically getting the measurement from here to here, and then using that as a way to kind of like cut everything, right? So like it's this one, no, it's this one, and then this I almost want more bulge actually. Let me go 0.2 then. Okay, so then I need to get the distance of that, and also I need to trim this back, right? A way to trim the curve is you go to it's which one was it? Mm, it could be extend too, but I'm trying to remember. It's a trim. No, oh division, and then oh no subcurve. There you go. Damn, finally. Uh, sub subcurve. There you go. And that's the same thing as like like extending it back, right? So if I kind of like do this real quick, like this, and then here in the oh well, let's deconstruct like make sure that I'm pretty sure since we built this domain, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be 0 to 1. Yeah, okay. So let me then we're gonna do a new domain, right? Construct domain, and then just to kind of show you guys, right? Like I want to kind of like push all this back, right? So a way to do that, and I also want to get the I want to base that on a measurement, not on just a division of the curve, because and the reason why I'm gonna do that is because I want that this distance to be equal here too when I'm doing the fillet. So so the first thing I need to do is I think I felt like it was it let me see. I'm just kind of thinking out loud here. It was curve by distance, was it? Hold on. Mm, oh, I think it's curve domain. Is this like that? And then like this. And then what? And then I get the domain. No, that's not the domain. Here? No. Okay, I know what it is. It's hold on. Mm-mm-mm-mm. It would be I guess it would be link domain, huh? I know it's one of these, but I'm trying to remember which ones I always used as a value. Oh, here it is. There you go. Yeah. All right. So this tool, I think, evaluate length. Yeah. It's gonna you could put basically a length. I think it'll be like basically in millimeters. To this curve, right? So we go here like that, and like yeah like that, right? And then let's say we want to see what I want to know what the distance of that curve is, right? This curve. So I'm gonna do length, curve length like that, and like that, right? So now that tells me that they're like the measurements of these things, right? So like then I'm going to use my multiplication to basically uh get the length of that I need to kind of apply it on the other end, right? So I'm going to multiply that, like this. Oh, that's not it. I'm gonna use multiplications like this, and then like this, right? So if we go at basically at 0.499, it's gonna like give me, or like basically zero point 0.5, so you guys can see. It's gonna give me the, and then here I'm normalized, I'm gonna turn that off. It's gonna give me basically the middle of each curve, you know. So now I want like not the middle, I want this. Hola Brenda. So so this is giving me the length of that, right? That's a or proportional length of that, right? So now I want this to be, I wanna kind of take it on the other end, right? So how I'm gonna do that is by, because basically this tool is giving me this tangent here, and this is basically gonna be where we're gonna, it's gonna tell this tool, the ISO trim, where to actually cut this, right? In the different with this with the T parameter. So we got that length, we got this length, and then I want to apply it on the other end. So I need to do subtraction. And like honestly, all this is like just really like math. At least that's how I see it. And then we're gonna go, oh, I need to subtract it from the actual overall length. So here to here, and then from here, we're gonna put that here. So now I got both of these, right? Like that. And we can't go past 0.5 because it's gonna ruin everything. So we go here, value, max, and I'm actually gonna go 0.499 because if I do that, it helps with it makes sure that it doesn't go past it and like ruin our algorithm later. Because if it goes both to 0.5, it equals 0. So a question. Brenda says she's a fan. Prakash says a question from a mechanical engineer. Software like Alias, Rhino, Grasshopper, and all. Why is that these kinds of powerful softwares are not considered in engineering phase? I understand that these softwares doesn't consider that much engineering content, but in the end, the model you have made goes through engineering team. What are your thoughts on this? I don't know. I don't. That's kind of the main software that the automotive industry uses is CATIA, and Alias, Rhino, and Grasshopper. They export out the I either I they actually, well, Alias even exports out CATIA format, but mostly it's IGES, and then that data gets sent to the engineering team. So it's not the reason why we use Rhino and Alias is because they make really they're made to develop the class A surface of it, the side that you see. And then the engineers take that data, and then with that data, and they don't like get the data and rebuild it or anything like that. They can't touch that data. That data's frozen. And then with that data, if there's anything that they need to change, like any condition, the radiuses aren't good or whatever, just on the surface data, then they give it back to us, and then we do it. So uh, so let me just design, it doesn't consider that much engineering content, but in the end, the model you have made go through the engineering team. Yeah, exactly. So it's almost like I mean, we work with the engineering team, and then we're developing the surface data, because the other software, Katia, that's made more to do the back end stuff, and but all this stuff is used the we all use what develops the model, basically. And she not Prahar says, I'm a proficient in Katia, but the data we get is from Alias only, right? I have felt that a whole lot of things are depending on how good your class A. Yes, definitely. If you don't have good, like to me, if it's class A, that means that it is good, like by definition. So if it's not working, that means it's not working. But it's not like really class A. But yeah, it's really when you when you develop surfaces in these programs, they need to pass a certain standard of quality to so that on the CATIA side, on the engineering side, everything goes through. So they have basically quality checking algorithms, and then these algorithms go through the whole model and make sure that everything is closed, that there's curvature where there's supposed to be curvature, where there's where the fillets are minimum radius and all, like it just goes through all these like different checks, and that goes through CATIA. So you go from Alias or Rhino, and then you send that data to CATIA, and then CATIA runs these basically like algorithms that just that quality that check the quality of the surfaces, and then they and then if they pass that, then when it goes down the line, it's pretty like that's the typical workflow for the automotive industry, or at least the ones I've been involved in. Let me see. We did that, and then yeah. So I hope that answered your question. Let's see. Okay, that this is this one, and this is this one, right? Okay, and then we gotta do the same for the other side. So let me delete that. Oh yeah. So now we have this t and this t, because telling me the t is like the parameter of here and here. And then I'm gonna construct this here and here, and now that trimmed back this this curve to that. See, like that. So now I want that distance on the rest of the stuff, right? On this stuff, well, on this stuff too. So all we gotta do is one, I'm gonna organize it a little bit like that, and like this, and like this, and like that. And then but yeah, it's definitely Katia and Alias and Rhino, they all work together to produce the final class A surface. But Alias and Rhino aren't good for like engineering stuff. Like definitely Katia is 100% made for that, and Alias is not. And then this I'm gonna hide too. How's Abby? Oh, she's she's still sleeping. Let's move the camera a little bit. Adorable. Okay, so now we got this, and then the same thing, but for this stuff, right? So so we're gonna do all that, and actually, what I'm gonna do is put this like this, just to make my life easier, and do this. No, do this. No, do this like that. Pressing Control and Shift. Let me turn on my my keys. I forgot to do that. And then that way when I copy this, it's a little easier because all of that is connected. So a lot of times when there's a bunch of um, connections, I'll just do that so that I know where to connect the rest of the stuff. So like that, and then we're gonna put this here, and we're gonna put this here. So now this one also has that. All right. And then we're gonna do the top of this, these things, right? So let's hide this. See? And now, but now I want the distance of that on the top. So for here says thank you for the explanation, great input. By the way, currently I'm in body and I think body and white, or what's the, I forgot what the W means for BIW development. I really get motivated to learn surfacing for your from your videos, and I really just get motivated to learn surfacing from your videos because a lot of people will think it's just class A. Yeah, but in reality, you're doing valuable industry related stuff. You should definitely look into Alias if you're going into the industry. You know, it's very valuable. I have Royce is extremely good at both Katia and Alias. And he was, I think he started as an engineer and then he went into the Class A side. But it's definitely common. And then Brenda gave me $1. Thank you, Brenda. She's a friend of mine, a real life friend. And so yeah, so now let me group this up like this, right? Like this. Oh no, because we're getting somewhere, right? Like that. We did this. We did this. I'm gonna do this. No, I'm gonna group this still like this, I'm gonna group this like this, and then this like this, like this. And the good thing is that since we already did it, we can just apply that to here. The only difference is that the distance, I want the distance to keep coming from from this thing, not from the not from the not from these, because I want these to be the same as this. So I think if all I gotta do is basically push this here and then push this here. Oh no, no, because this is twice, huh? No, this here and then this here and then this here. Oh wait, all I had to do was put it here. Damn it. So I think all I have to do is do this. Yeah, and then oh, whoops, and then same thing here. All I gotta do is this, and then like that. There you go. Brenda, it's late in Washington. A good night. Have a nice night. Yeah. So see, look, now we got this, we got this, and we got this, and we got this. And then a quick way to sort of add a fillet between all of these, but I don't feel like that looks correct to me. Hold on, let me see. I guess that is squared, huh? No, no. 316 says, "Good morning, Mr. Burgueño. I'm just passing by, but I want to thank you for all the superior quality content." Thank you. You're welcome. And then Prahar says, "Thank you, Ray. We need more people like you." Yeah, I hope more people start. Okay, one second. The only thing I fucked up is this is supposed to be here, and this is supposed to be here. No. Mm, mm, Hold on. But that is the link, and then that goes here, and then that. So this is supposed to be like that, and then this is the part that I don't understand. Why wouldn't it be like that? Oh, because I know. Because the length needs to be, so I need to go like this, and then like this. There you go. So basically, I need to make sure that that this is the length. It's finding the length of this thing, and then this is the other one too. So I gotta do another. I need this one here. I need to find the length of this, and then I gotta do the subtraction here, and then there you go. All right. So now we have this, like that. We'll group this too, like that, and then this is the fillet, and this one's gonna go more here, over here, and then these are, see, these I already forgot what they're. Oh, these are remapper. These are gonna be the attractor domains. Attractor domain. I'm not sure which one is which, but I'll just kind of like label them for right now. Like this and like this, and then this is a fillet. Thank you, Brenda, for the $2.99. I don't know. I thought they were gonna tell me when it was gonna be available. They didn't tell, like, Google said, YouTube said that that wasn't gonna be available for a while. So now this is the fillet. See, then um, and actually before I do that, I'm gonna project it. I want to project it to that surface. So let's because what we're gonna do, let me just show you guys real quick, right? Because we got this one, and then we got this one and this. Oh, let me get closer. It's actually from here. It's actually quite like in terms of like getting this across, like making these fillets. It's actually quite easy, right? Because what I'm gonna do is is uh make it so that we're gonna connect. We're gonna just merge these up. So we're gonna go merge, and then there's actually a node that does basically all that. So I'm gonna make sure it's like this is the first one, and then this is the next one, and then this is the next one, and then this is the next one, like that. And then in the curve tool, there's gonna be this thing. There's the blend curve, no, connect curve. Uh, and then you go like that, right? Yeah. Then you connect that to here. And then it looks a little stupid right now because of the bulge. So you're gonna go like 0.5 and you do that. And look, it's starting to look good. Finally, goddamn. 316 is probably the best teaching channel about alias available on the internet. Greetings from France. Hello, France. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, there wasn't really much alias channels out there, so I'm glad the information works. And actually, I think a lot of models are coming out a lot better now. I mean, I don't want to blame it on myself, but I think lately what I've been seeing coming out, I feel like before a lot of people didn't really have access to that understanding, and now even the kids coming out from school are have a lot of really nice solid models that really and also even like in LinkedIn, not LinkedIn, in like what's it called, Instagram and stuff. There's so many good models coming out there now. So many talented individuals. I tried many times to start to. Valerie says I tried many times to start to transit myself in Alias from Rhino, but feel myself very uncomfortable without a large range of snaps that Rhino uses. Don't think that Alias snaps are pretty modest. Oh, I know all these stuffs. All these yeah, they're really nice. I tried many times to start transit myself. Yeah, but but snapping has not, I've never really seen much, or I've never really experienced much of a problem with that. Um, you know, like but I mean, because I'm always like just snapping to the edges or the middle or stuff like that. But I think what you're talking about is all this stuff. But yeah. Oh no, also when you like stretch things out, yeah. Rhino has a lot of really cool stuff for drafting and things of that nature. All right, so that's the bulge. That's that. That's that. And then so basically that's kind of where like the only thing that's like kind of not good, or like, you know, it's like we still have to project it, right? So what I do is before instead of project I'd rather project it here at this level, and then add the blend curves, because I don't want to because it is such a simple surface that it's kind of easy to just do that, because but basically a lot of times if I project the blend first, it's gonna, because it's like a curved surface, it might like you know, add more data than is necessary, and I kind of want to keep everything a little clean. um uh and then yeah, so here I'm gonna project like this. Oh, whoops. Like this, project, and then like this, project, and then you put the curves here. No, these curves, yeah, you put the curves here. And then the surface, which is all the way over here. Let me put this here. Uh, no, it's the trim surface, which is which one is it? I think it's this one. No, this one. No, this one. No, actually, I'm gonna use the original surface because I want to project everything. So no, we're gonna use this surface. Okay, so we're gonna get that and put it here. And then for direction, we're gonna do X. Oh, and then I forgot. Oh, actually, I think it'll be fine. Yep. So now the only thing is, if it added one more layer, one more like level, which I don't want. So if I look here, right, and then I'm just gonna go shift path like that, and then like that. So now we're back. And then I'm gonna push this here, and then there we go. So let me hide that and hide this and hide that ugly wire going through everything. Here we go, like that. And then I guess you could hide all this, right? And then there you go. So from here, We could do a lot of stuff. Let me show you guys a little something like a lot of times like if I want to do a quick offset, I'll just kind of do the offset here. And then so let's do that. Oh wait, I don't want to make that. Oh, oops, sorry. Delete. And then offset curve, offset curve, right? And then the plane is gonna be the ZY plane, no X YZ plane. That's gonna be the plane. It's gonna be these curves. And then here is where I put the distances, all right? So let's so then the distance, let's say you want like a 4 millimeter bar, right? Something like that. But I kind of want to go negative, so I'm gonna go negative like that, and then like this, and then like this, and probably less like that, right? And then uh, and then we can do this. Oh yeah, and then from there we can do the projection and do all that. So we'll put this here like that, and then we'll keep the bulge like this, like that, and then this. I think that with this one I don't have to. Oh yeah, I think I need to shift it twice. Not wait. Oh yeah, I forgot to shift it here. Oh wait, let me read. I tried many times to start. No, Valerie, I think we already talked. Yeah. 316 says, in my first month after graduating at design school in Paris, I stumbled across your videos about the phone and the spatula tutorials. I find it so difficult. It is very difficult, and here I am 2 years later, able to do it with no concerns. Thanks to you. Oh, there you go. See, 2 years. I really, I definitely think that that's kind of like I think that's kind of like the amount of time you need for Alias, 2 years. Anytime anybody asks me that, like in terms of getting really proficient, oh yeah, I fucked up right there. Yep. And then where? Because this is pretty normal. And then this thing went crazy. Okay. So I need to move that up. Actually, I could kind of just use this one. And that's why you see how this is all like, it's like kind of like not functioning right now. It's like kind of like not doing what the other one was doing, right? It's because the if I look here, you see they have to be in the same like group, right? And then here we can see here it's 1, 2, 3, 4, right? If I look here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they're still not in the same group. So all I gotta do is go here and change it from -1, uh, -1 to -2, and that fixes that. See, like that. And then, kind of thinking if I should go the other way. Doesn't really matter now. Because yeah, we already did the projection, right? Yeah. And actually from here, we can kind of just I'm kind of thinking if I should trim this out and then push it out. So and then that way, no, but I kind of wanna. Okay, I know what to do. Because I kind of want those like I want one to be a bevel and then I want the other one to be. So I think what I'm gonna do is make this into a positive offset like that, and then give everyone a little more space over here, which is here, right, in the domain, right? This is the okay, so now I know that this is the horizontal domain. This is the vertical domain. Okay, let's just change that. The this took me longer to figure out than alias. And then this is the horizontal. Oh my god. I swear every time. I swear I thought it was gonna be a fast one, but then I get too caught up. Believe it or not, I kind of find this fun though. Alright, so this is gonna be the Maybe we add a little more space for them. All the way to the bottom, maybe? Okay. And then maybe less here. Oh, no. Or we do this, and then like this, and then like this, then like this. This is the good thing about this is the good thing about parametric design is that you could always like move everything around. I feel like that's gonna be too compressed here though. Mm, oh, I could just make them smaller, right? So this is the vertical domain, and then this would make them smaller. There you go. And then I kind of feel like the horizontal domain, maybe we could keep long. Or nah, I feel like the size should go in. This is like almost an example of how powerful it is inside the studio because like this is kind of what would go on inside of the like in the meetings with like directors and stuff. They would just be like watching my screen and they'd be like, oh well, no, I think it's a little too high and I think it's a little too low, and they're like, oh, can we make it, let's make this rounder, let's make this thicker, let's do it. And I'm like, all right, and I'm just like clicking and clacking. This is tight. All right, so now let's okay, so that was the outside. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, what am I gonna do? Yeah. Okay, so this is gonna be in and then out. Okay. All right, so I'm kind of like designing in my head right now. So the first thing I'm gonna do is actually get this one, and I'm gonna move this one forward. No, back, because I want it to be beveled. So I'm gonna go in perspective like this, and then let me hide the rest of the stuff like that, right? And then this thing and this thing, because this is gonna be the outer edge, and then this is gonna go in. So I'm gonna move that back. So I need to go move like that, like that, like that, and it's gonna be off the x-axis like this. And then, oh, let me hide that. And then I think we'll just kind of do it like that. And then and then I could just like basically, I could skin these like this, right? And then what? It's because I still want to keep going with this. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, we're gonna delete, and then oh, let's see. 316 says, as you said, even 2 years is the minimum amount of time to spend doing Alias 40 hours a week in order to be fluent. And even to this day, I learn new things every month, adapting my shelf and keep digging. I would like to get the same result you have on Grasshopper, but through Dynamo. How come no one seems to use Dynamo? Some people use it. Some people use it. I just don't think I've said this like a bunch of times, but and the only reason I say that is because I don't want to sound like I'm talking shit about it, like because to me it's like it doesn't really, I don't know, it's like if I'm kind of like fluid in that sense, like obviously I have my own preferences, but I don't really, whatever a person uses to get a result is the most important thing. And then this is what gets results, and that's kind of like one of the main things I like how can I say it? Like this is how I when people like when I'm in a studio, this is kind of like because a lot of times that'll be a bit of a debate, like in terms of how the company goes forward. Like a lot of times because Dynamo is integrated into Alias, and most people use Alias, they wanna they want to use Dynamo because you know they don't but what usually happens is no one can really get things going. Like usually they'll pay some because it's a very steep learning curve, and there's just not a lot of people doing it. And then so the real like sort of important thing that happens is I'm sort of like you could think of myself like I'm more in the contractor world kind of thing where in like the client world kind of thing where a lot of times um the thing that matters is the result, as in like it doesn't like, 'cause a lot of people are like, oh, you know, like you might be able to do this and dying like, oh, and like, you know, I saw some dude do it and I saw this and that, but it's like in the end of the day it's I with me and Grasshopper I get the result, like I get. And so like many times they'll be like, oh, well, we want to use Dynamo, and it's like, all right, well, you know, go like it's like good luck finding someone that could figure out, you know, what I did, you know. It's like, but it's already here, so like, do you want to use this or no? And then once they start seeing the results, they're like, all right, yeah, cool, like that's you know, that's like let's use it because Dynamo to me is not really. And also there's also bigger things that I haven't even showed you guys that are like how do you, like you can make it very easy for people to move everything around and all that with Dynamo. It's not really, not very intuitive. But then maybe there's a person that like is extremely good at that and all that, but I don't know. All right, so let me see what I'm doing. Oh yeah. So one quick thing is that right now I'm just kind of like I just but I don't think we should have any problem because basically now this is just one giant surface, and a lot of people would be like, oh well, we need a, yeah, we want them to be individual, right? So a quick way to do that is to basically explode them like this, and then like this, and then you got to turn this off because you might get in trouble with the calculation. So like this, you gotta make sure that everything's good, and like that. And then so when you do it like that, it does it. Oh, nope, did not work at all. Why? Hold on. Now I want to know why it didn't work. Is it because the, and let me see. Would that still go up? Hold on. Oh, because this is the middle. It exploded it in the middle too. No, never mind. For right now, we're just gonna keep it like that. Let me delete this, and then we'll do it like that. Well, what's happening is, oh, it's because of this the span in the middle of this. So yeah, no, it's fine. So we're gonna do it like that, and then after that we can kind of just sort of take the same sort of approach for all this, but like, you know, just keep adding levels to it, right? So like we can, like what I want to do is this will be the outside ring, and then there's gonna be the LED like that pops out, kind of like what we did with the light. So we're gonna do it like this, like this. Let's group this like that, and then we'll group that like this, like that, and then and then we're gonna do this. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. We're gonna grab this one. No, I want to do this like this. Control copy, paste, and then this one I'm gonna make it negative. And I guess we'll make it 3 too. Oh no. Oh yeah. Okay. So now we got this, right? And then this one should be not that much though, like this. Only one because I just want a little bit of draft. And then I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna move this again here like this. Oh no, like that and like that. And then we're gonna no, let's do more though, like maybe like 3 here, and then -3, reverse like that and like that. And then we could do that here like this. Uh, But I think I don't know. I've never with the in terms of like like inside of the studio. I don't think I've ever seen like everywhere that I've gone they use Grasshopper. They don't like very little studio. I mean, I don't. I haven't been to all of them, but I know a bunch of them, and every time I've seen parametric work, it's all Grasshopper. Like in well, I don't want to get too deep into that, but yeah, it's people just use. There's more people that use Grasshopper than anything. And the other thing too is there's a lot more resources to learn. Like it's not there's a lot like in Dynamo, it's very difficult to find any sort of good lessons on it. hmm And then let me see. 316 says, okay, thank you for the answer, and let's hope Autodesk will improve Dynamo to be as efficient as Grasshoppers. I won't flood the chat. I'll let you teach and wish you the best. No, it's all good. Don't worry about it. It's because the thing I'm thinking right now is that this offset, I almost want to sort of keep doing these, but here because of the distance, and then it would be here, right? Oh, give me 1 second. Let's get this out of the way, like this, like this. Let me check. Is Abby still asleep? Oh, she changed positions. Adorable. Yeah. So now I kind of wanna yeah. Well, now I want to do a little a rail in the middle, and then back, and then that's it, and then do like a trim. I could do a trim now. Nah, fuck that. Oh yeah, because that's gonna be in the middle. Okay. Okay. So the only thing I'm kind of thinking right now is that basically, let me hide this. It's that it once every time I do an offset, but since we already have the code, um, it's based the length of everything changes. So so I'm just thinking here that if I guess it's probably these, huh? Like that, this, right? Like that, and then no, but I don't want to do all that though. Mm, I wonder if I give me 1 second. I just want to do a test. If I do this, oh no, I gotta do this. No, this, and then this, and then this, and then this. If I do that, and then you do it, and then you do it, because that should be joined, and then you do an offset. I'm just seeing if I do an offset, it will it would it automatically trim itself. -2. Oh dang it. Then we'll do 2, and then negative, like that, like that. Oh, like that. No, like that. Oh, okay, there you go. Oh yeah. So I guess but that would be all the way over here, and then I would have to do that. Fuck that. But maybe I'll be dope. No, I'm just thinking out loud here. I'm thinking about, oh, then I would have to take it out and then put it back in. Oh, that's not that a lot. That's not a lot. But yeah. So this is the good thing about all this is that, right? Okay. So to make it more correct, I want to I want to offset it first and then do all that, right? But since we already did all this, wait, I'm gonna what I'm gonna do is basically that's they'll be separated, and so instead of doing this here, we're gonna have two here. So I'll show you guys. So basically, what I'm doing is I want to do the offset on this part of it, and then so that's gonna go here like this over here. And then, oh, let me hide the curve so we don't get confused. Like this, and like this, and then this is the offset, right? And then, so basically all this is still gonna be the same. All I gotta do is make sure, oh, but this is already an offset. So, because this is already with the, and then this is because here I'm doing the trimming. And okay, so here I don't do the offset. So I'm gonna cancel the offset here. Sorry if I'm redoing stuff. So basically, okay, like that. There you go. Like this, right? Okay. So now I could kind of do this, and then all I really gotta do is make sure that I connect the same sort of method over here after I do this offset. So see how we have forward here? Um, uh, we're gonna do the same, and let's and then to kind of simplify my life again, I'm gonna do that thing I did last time, where I'm gonna basically get this like this, and then do this, and then have that like yeah, yeah, that makes sense. And then we'll do that again too. This is all just to kind of like make sure that the data like gets through easier, or like for me like that, because I'm gonna use these as the what I'm gonna copy and paste and then connect to the other stuff. So I'm gonna go like this, and like this, and then like this. No, not you. No, I get no. Let me do that again. Another curve, and then like this, like this. Okay. So then this I don't have to really pay too much attention to, so I'm gonna hide it. Right? It's not connected? Okay, yeah. So basically, I'm making sure that all of these, except for like the other measurements that are here, like the fillet measurement, um, I'm gonna make sure that they they're all connected to these four, right? So then, and then what I'm gonna do is control copy and control paste this here like this, and then with this new one, all I gotta do is like now we did the offset, but now I gotta separate them again. And then so I'm gonna first make sure that this is disabled, and then I'm gonna so I did the offset of that, and then I'm gonna explode it, and then before that I'm gonna make sure that the data management, because it's probably gonna be a bit like, see, I need to make sure that it's 0 0, it's 4 zeros, right? So here I think it's gonna be like 5 levels or like 6 levels, and then after I do this, it's gonna be another set of levels. But we could all I really gotta do is go here and here, and then I gotta move all that up doing the shift path, right? Because I gotta make sure it's 4. So I go like that, and I think it's gonna be -3, I guess. Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. All right for this. Yeah. All right. And now, really, the only thing I gotta worry about is make sure that when I use my list items like this, and then here I'm gonna make one for each like this, like that, and then I just gotta make sure that this is connected to the same one that it was corresponding to on the top. This is 3. No, this is 2, and then this is 3, like that, right? So now I just gotta make sure that this one is the top one, okay? And so I'm gonna do that like that. And then this one is the bottom one, so I think that's this one. So we're gonna do that like that. And then this one, no, this one is the right one. So it's gonna be this one. No, it's gonna be this one, like that. And then this one is gonna be the last one, I think. like that, like that. Okay. So now that we did all that, I think it's supposed to work. Let's see. Okay, there you go. All right, and then I wish I would have done this too, but it's fine. And then we just gotta do, we gotta reconnect that, which I kind of forgot to do. So this one connects here. The D2 is this one. At D3 is this one, and then uh, what's D4? D4 is this one, like that, right? And then if I hide that, we're gonna go like that and like that, and then I could. This is all the same, right? Yeah. Where's the that's the B up there, and then that is the bolt. Yeah, we're fine. And like that. So now we could do this, right? Go like this. Okay, like that, and like that. Okay. And then let's hide all this stuff. Or I guess we could group it. Because now I could kind of do a bunch of these. So, and they're all going to be really clean. Like that. We're going to group that, right? Like that. And then we're going to hide all this stuff. And like that. And then, so yeah. So now we got it much cleaner. Because basically what was happening is as when I did the offset, these measurements were basically getting distorted. And then I kind of, instead of doing the offset after the fillet, I did it before the fillet. So that way everything will be nice and clean. And then and so this is the negative offset. And then so all after that, I think the only thing I really gotta do is just keep copying and pasting all these to the different like thicknesses I want. Right. So this one, because this one I want a positive like this. And then oh wait, wrong wait, that doesn't make sense either now. Hold on. Why would that happen? I bet I can find it out though. Hold on. Is it this thing? That's it. What happened to your friend? What happened to your friend? Oh, because it that's weird. Oh, no, we're gonna make it rebuild it. No. Oh, okay, so when it offsets in, it does oh, so instead of that, what we'll do is we'll just kind of do this, and then we'll make the inside ones more so that's gonna be like that, and then we'll make everything else bigger instead of. So basically, when I offset it out, it added more spans, and then when you destroy it, it explodes. It it makes it so that it doesn't so it adds like more data here, and then that kind of messes everything up with the rest of it. But if I keep it with the same condition in terms of making it go in, then I have that, and then I can use these and these to basically surface them, right? Because the first one is we're gonna move it back. Yeah, I already did that. This one we're gonna move it. Let me hold on. Is it back? Is it moved back? Let's see. That's only like 5, right? Or probably less than that. Oh yeah, there we go. And then no, that's gonna be like this much. And then this one, since this is the original one, isn't gonna go anywhere. That one's not going back. Like that. Like that. Like that. Like that. And like that. And then we're gonna make that into a ruled surface right now. And I'm wondering what happened with that last time I did that. And then there you go. And then we're gonna connect these over here, and then we want to connect. Let's do less. Maybe like because this one I want it to be the still the, and then that's pretty cool. And then that one we're gonna connect this one to this one, all right? Like this, right? And then I want another one, and I think you can just fuck it. We'll do like this, like that, and then this one's gonna go even more. But I think now we're reaching the limit, kinda. Mm. Oh no, what we'll do is we'll give this more space, so we gotta make them bigger. And so here, no, here, here. We gotta make this bigger. There we go. And then this side we want bigger too, like that. And I kind of want the sides bigger too, like this thing, that. Oh, gotta go. No, but I want to finish this. Okay, so now I got that too. And then we could make this into, we could go like that. I don't want to fuck it up, so like this. No, first I want to get rid of this. No, I'm gonna delete it and then just put it again. Mm 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 mm. And then the last one's gonna have this is like the LED, and then there's gonna be the it's gonna go back into the paint. So this is gonna be the last one's gonna have no movement, which would be or maybe just like one. So we'll do like that, copy and paste, like that, and then maybe like 6. And then, but this one's gonna get projected. This is not gonna have any movement. It's gonna go back to where it was before. So like, none of this. This is gonna be this, like that. And then, but this one needs to be out too. This one needs to be this distance. The right, because this one goes in. Wait, yeah, this one goes in, and then I want this one. I want this one to go out. This one. I don't think it should go in that much though. Let's make it like 1. Okay. And then this one needs to go out, but this one needs to go out like 2. And I think I need to go reverse on it. Yeah, or negative, like that. And then this one's gonna be the same, but more. Oh no, this one I want it in the same plane. So we're gonna do that for this too, like this. And then yeah, and then this one is the last one, like that, like that. And then so now we got that, right? And then all we gotta do is basically trim out the main surface, and then I kind of usually I just use a Grasshopper for that because it's very robust with that. I'm just, let me think. I guess I could just trim that out and then trim that. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is first I need this. Oh, I need I want to separate them. So this is gonna be the LED bar, this part, and this part, and this part. So we're gonna go geometry, like this, like this, and then like this, like that. And that's gonna be the LED bar. And then one is, and this is gonna be like the bezel, like that. And then, so now we want to trim this out, and I'm kind of thinking how I'm gonna do it with this one. So I might just have to do it twice, right? Because it's all one V-rep. Maybe. Let's see. So this one, it would be this one, all right? And then we're gonna go. We'll just do a test. We'll do a new layer. We'll get this front like this. Copy, paste, and then change the layer so we can see what's gonna go on, what's gonna happen. And then from the front view, like this, I'm gonna bake this and group it like that. And then let's see it shaded. And then I'm gonna select the group. And then I'm gonna say trim. And then I think but I think I'm gonna have to, let's see. Yeah, now when I do that, I guess I have to click on all of them. You could kind of technically do this inside of the Grasshopper, but I feel like that would be a lesson for another day. Like that, right? Like that, like that, like that, like that. Almost done. Almost done. And then, we're gonna bake the let's go in perspective. Then we're gonna bake this one. We'll group it. And then no, I want the inside too though. So and this is probably be a little faster because it's the front. So we're gonna I'm gonna get a new layer. I'm gonna do the same thing again where I grab the whoops, no. Let me do it like that. Hey, Jonathan Perkins, a really good friend of mine. The overall breakdown from my perspective is that Grasshopper is objectively superior to Dynamo. Well, it's been out for a very long time, so I would assume so, definitely, and I definitely agree with you for sure. Let me see then. What am I doing? I'm doing this. I'm doing this. Oh yeah. We need the curves. We need the LEDs too. So no, also we need this. We need these. The ones that got the ones that have no, it's this one. There you go. All right. So I'm gonna bake this, group it, press OK. And then I'm gonna hide that. Hide that. Okay, I think this doesn't have anything, right? Okay. Get the front in there. I'm gonna control copy, uh, paste. I'm gonna change that. A lot of times I'll keep the original here just in case. And then we're gonna like that. And then I'm gonna select that new group we made, right? And then this is gonna be a lot easier because the rest is it's almost the inverse. So then we just press trim, and then we click anywhere outside. And so now, I think the only thing missing is the LEDs. So let's go let's bake those and we'll group them. And then like that. And then I think that's it. And then I guess we could kind of we'll go into the rendering a little bit, right? Let's see if I feel like I don't know why it's let's see, we'll make this physically based, and then the environment. Why oh, here it is. And then usually there's a bunch of like nice little cool environments in not the backdrop though. The backdrop will keep it a solid. We'll make it a solid color. Let's make it like a dark that, and then use custom environment, use new environment, import from environment library. I've actually played around with a lot of these. I feel like, let me see. I feel like this. Oh, Toronto downtown is pretty cool. I think. Let me see. And then and with the no, not the backdrop. Oh yeah, that's for the reflections and the lighting as well. And then this thing, we're gonna go here, and then we're gonna make it, I guess any color really. Maybe like a dark red? No, like a black. Or like a silver maybe? I don't know. Like that. And then with the roughness, I can go down. Oh, let's make it metallic too. And then the roughness, we go a little higher. And then, oh wait, I'm not even doing anything. I gotta go here and go assign to object. There you go. And then that's way too metallic. Like that. Really, I really have no idea. I really have no idea why that happens. I don't know if I was I don't know how long I was gone, but basically I was just saying that you have to, yeah, oh, and you don't have to, but basically trying to make making your whatever you're looking at with whatever software, if you make it I think now it's good, right? And I wish I don't know what it is. I honestly don't know. I'm sure we'll figure it out eventually, but but I have no idea why it happens. Like I've been kind of like doing a bunch of like tests to see how it works, but this shader is really dope. I feel like I kind of feel like putting in the whole car. because this looks so dope. Oh, just a few minutes. Yeah. So, anyways, basically, all I was saying was that you know, anytime you're any software you're using, make sure that whatever when you're actually showing it to people, you know, take the time to actually learn the software. Like, you know, anything I use, like whether it's I don't know if you guys notice, whether it's like Blender or Alias or anything like that, I always like make sure that I know how to do like a really like you know at least know how to get a quick environment. You know, like this, like I'm always using that geodock in Alias and then in here I'm always it's included in the it's included with the software. It's Toronto downtown that usually gives me nice little reflections, you know, and of course that also shows how you know when you make your data really good and you make your reflections really good when it comes in, it's really good, you know. But yeah, so that's how I usually do these quick little um and I know it's not quick, like in the sense of like how you guys are seeing it, because I'm sure this has already gone like I don't know an hour or two. But when we're talking about the grand scheme of things inside of the design studio, you know, to get this done in one day, and you know, even though it's not perfect, um, because there's definitely other stuff I want to do with it, like you know, make sure that I would like, for example, this would be like my first day work, right? I would, and then just to kind of like get a version of it in sort of the model, right? So that people can be like, or like you know whoever's the decision maker, I could be like, yo, this is you know like this is what I'm thinking, or like you know this is kind of like the idea I had, and then as the week progresses, you know, even I already have a base to start, and then I'll start doing other stuff, right? Like probably start adding like a volume, right? Because right now these are all just single-sided surfaces. And then I wonder if I want to kind of look at it without an emission material, maybe like a just to kind of see. I'll do another physically based material, and then we'll do this one. Let's assign it to let's assign that to those objects, and then the base would be white, and the roughness. Oh, I want it more metallic, and the roughness. I give it to chrome or something. Yeah. And then so here and then just to kind of like finish off the lesson, that looks pretty dope. Let me let me hide the this what is this? This is the front and then this is the well this we could go into the same select objects, assign to object, change object layer. This one we'll call trimmed front. And then I think this is nothing, right? Yeah. And then we kind of do this. And then this would be trim front too. And then change object layer. And then this will be LEDs or like, you know, outline. But right now we'll just call it LEDs. Change object layer. And then I think there's the curves, right? New layer, and we'll call this curves. And then we'll assign change object layer like that, like that, like that. And there you go. And then let's see the let's go back into the Grasshopper file real quick. So good. I feel like mm, there's ways to like usually after this I'll basically put these into components. But I'm kind of thinking I don't know if I guess it would be like that and then what else is no, but then there's a lot more other ones. Yep. What it would be this one? Oh, that's not bad. But then this one has like a million, huh? Yep. Yeah, like a lot of times, I'll save this real quick. I'll just show you guys. Because like, they're all doing the same shit. So it's not really, like, is this getting a lot of information? Not really. What I would do is I'll just kind of like, you have to kind of first make sure that all of the data is about, I'll explain that for another day, but basically in Grasshopper, you could basically put everything into little clusters and then you just kind of like select them like that. And then you press here. And then now that's just that. And then, and then that way, I kind of just do that like this. And then that way it starts to kind of, make everything a little more palatable you know, when you're coming back to it. And then you can really so a lot of times when you see my algorithms, there's actually a lot of like backwards algorithms that are just kind of like running in a, like that. You have to kind of like go in and then open up and like other shit is happening and yeah. And then so that way it's a little easier to like kind of like figure it out. But with this one, especially since it's something that I'm gonna uh I'm gonna say this as clustered, but this one I'm gonna put it up on my site so that people can use it, and so I'm gonna leave it open so that you guys kind of see what's going on a little easier, and then let me open up one. Yeah, so then the good thing about all this is that if I kind of move this out like that and get that back, is that like everything is still like, and that this is like kind of like the good thing about parametric design in general, that once you have all that, like I have all I can control even like the fillet, if like, and even the bulge I should put over here, which I think I left them here, right? Uh, and then this is for the side, so we'll move these over here. And this is a pretty quick like algorithm in the sense of with I don't think it's really that much it doesn't take that long to process, I think. Let me see. So for example, if I want to change these fillets, right? Now let's save that. And if I want to make that fillet like basically all the way to the edge, I think that's gonna break it though. Let's see. A lot of times what I'll do when I'm like kind of finished, I'll like move these parameters around and see how robust it is. Oh look, see? That's not bad. So see, now I could so if my if the director or like whoever wanted to change it to like a pill form, I could like quickly show him that, or basically even for myself, like a lot of time. That's why I kind of like set all this up like how I wanted it. If I wanted it a little more squared up, and then here's the the like if you want it really flat, we could always just eliminate that, and then here, see, now it's really flat. So see, this is kind of like, especially this is sort of like the difference, like how it took me a long time to basically add all this, like separating it and then putting the curves in the corner and then moving it up. Like, even though it took a while and it made my algorithm a little more complex, and we even came across one or two problems. Like, look how squared up and like just nasty that looks. It's just a square with a fillet. And then the second you add a little bit of like like bulge, everything starts looking a lot nicer. Oh, and then I want more than that, like to under. Oh wait, I like this rounder too. Oh yeah, So that's how you kind of these quick patterns, and then this one was like a bit of a simple one, but and well, not really though, because I think I went a little too hard with the proportional stuff. But once you actually have it lined up, it's not too complex. And then the result you get, just to kind of like end it with the result, is I'll clean this up off stream before I load it up. Go like that, like that. We'll save it. And yeah. So then we're gonna do this, like this, like this. No. And this sort of pattern I've made a bunch of times. Like I this time I adding the lead in and the curvature is a little more recent. But before I used to just do one giant arc. But now I feel like with the lead in it looks a little cleaner. And it would look really nice with a bit of roundness to it. I hate that I can't respond to live viewer comments also in it. You can respond. Wait, why can't you? Is there someone told me that there might be other comments happening and it doesn't show up in my chat for some reason. I don't know. So if I've ever like not responded to something that you guys have said, that it's not on purpose. It's more I'm still ironing out this whole streaming stuff. And I'm also trying to figure out the speed and all that because it's a little I know it could get boring at times. But hopefully, if you guys are trying to figure this out, this helps. But yeah, if you guys have any last minute, Jonathan Perkins says, I hate that I can't respond. But way better because of HB3D. Thank you. Thank you, Jonathan Perkins. All right, so let's end the stream with Abby. Oh, you know what? I'll end it showing you guys Abby's tricks. Let's see if we let's see if she's up because I got her some new treats. Let's see. I guess I would have to move. Let's see. Abby, Abby, go. Hmm? See you guys how smart she is. Are you coming? But you gotta go here. Abby, come here. I gotta put you guys further away. Oh, like that. There you go. So this, Abby, come here. Sit. Can you see him? Give me your hand. Give me your other hand. Yeah, your other hand. Your other hand. Ah. No, wait. No. Yeah, here's a quick one. How you going? You got that one easy. Do a turn. Sit. Down. Just another way. You can also do between the legs. I don't know if I can even show you guys. So Abby, go between the legs. Between the legs, baby. Between the legs. Yeah, cutie. Uh, but yeah, thank you. Happy. It's very beautiful. Ready to go home? You ready to go home? You ready to go home? All right. Look, let me see. What if I do this? Ooh. Yeah. So yeah, this is the I'll end the stream now so that you guys can stop listening to me. And yeah, that's how I do these like quick little patterns. So yeah, I hope you guys have a good night or a good afternoon or a good rest of your day. And if you want this Grasshopper file, it'll be on my Patreon. But yeah, so thanks for stopping by and thanks for all those questions. Oh, let's put it in the well, since I'm already here, might as well just put it into the alias file, huh? So what do I need? I need this, select objects, file, export. Oh yeah, remember guys, to get it into alias, you go file, export selected, igest. I'm gonna call this front. Export. Okay. And then I just need the LEDs. File, export selected. I'm gonna call these LEDs like that. And then let's go into this. And then let's get that out. Let's go file, import. I need front export like that. Keep current settings. Get that out of the way like that. Let's make it green. The green one, or maybe blue. Let's see. Find by material. Okay, and then I gotta import the LEDs. Uh, keep current settings like that. And you see, it's not actually perfect yet. But I guess that's definitely because I wanted to keep this a little quicker. But when usually after this the next day I'll go through it and make it so that everything's like 5 degree or not five. It's just everything's just cleaner. You know, it doesn't because basically what's happening is when I ruled the surface and I joined them, uh, the grasshopper is doing like whatever it wants to do. But what I have to do is tell it, hey, don't connect all of them. Connect this one, this one, this one, and this one, this one, and this one, and then that way it'll after that it knows what's up. I feel like Chrome was even better. All right, then now let's see it with everything. Oh no, the front I'm gonna have to delete, right? Yeah, these I don't need anymore. Delete, and then we're going like that. And this one, is it all of it? Yeah, we'll go and this one. We'll go edit, duplicate mirror. I think it has to be this one. Yeah. And then let's kind of just turn everything else on so we can see what's going on. Oh, not you. No more mouth. Oh, this is like a glass, huh? I get rid of this. We'll put that in. We'll just delete it. Look at that. Now we're getting a whole sort of all sorts of parametric front ends. Look, the ears are still green. There you go. Yeah. So there you go. Thanks for joining me on this stream, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yep. Y'all have a nice day now. It's just tight though.